After the Manhattan Project, I had no other choice but to leave. It was a massive corruption on my part. It wasn't long before I met a guy named Xavier Vertex. He was a dangerous man, of course, but always had potential for himself and potential for me. We teamed up with each other to find the enemies of our lost causes. But one day, Dante, a man who had many opportunities ahead of him, he got in the way of Xavier, pinned him up against the wall, hoping that he would probably kill him quicker than I realized. It all came crashing down once the war had started. Xavier had no choice but to fight back and to destroy everything that was in front of him. The war lasted several months before discovering that he had an organization known as UFA. The UFA was United Federal Assassination Departments. I never knew until I realized Xavier had turned the tables on me, and that was when I realized that this could be my last moments alive. Luckily, I made it out alive before he even knew that I made it out. A couple months after leaving the department, I had heard that he had killed his brothers in arms just to save himself. After I spent several years searching for who I really was, I was left with nothing but guilt, betrayal, and I felt like the need of death was rising upon me. And I had no other choice but to leave everything I have ever known behind just to save myself. It was a shitty situation, but I can't turn back now. I can't turn back ever. It's been several years since the Manhattan Project with Xavier and Dante. Every opportunity that has flown past my head and the wars that have gone on without me since. Turned out the UFA is still being corrupted and still is active till this day. The UFA has been hunting me since that incident, as well as Xavier, since I haven't heard from him in several years. Since upon research and finding myself all these years, it seems like the violence and everything hasn't stopped. It will forever continue with all the ransom notes and the pictures that have been found throughout the mansion. I tried searching and looking, but it seems to only lead me to death more than twice. Unfortunately for me, my time is starting to run out, as well as my luck, meaning that I can be unarmed and killed at any moment. And unfortunately, my past is always behind me and always catches up.